This is the most expensive item in GTA Online. But before I show you what it is, I'm going to show you the top 6 most expensive items. So the 6th most expensive item in GTA Online is going to be under Warstock Cash and Carry. We need to scroll down a little bit. It's actually going to be this right here, the P996 laser, coming in at $6,500,000. Every single item in this video is going to be at least $6,500,000. So you're going to be spending a lot of money if you want to get every single item that I'm going to be talking about. But anyways, let's get back to the laser. This has been around for a long time. It's kind of the OG jet. If you went to the military base, you are stealing this thing. You are trying to steal this jet. And here it is right here. This is my P996 laser. Let's just take this bad boy for a spin. So yeah, this thing is incredibly fast, I will have to say. But this vehicle has some history to it. I mean, this used to be a better aircraft than what it is currently today. This used to be by far and away the best jet in the game. We're going to be talking about the best jet in the game later on in this video, but this used to be the best jet in the game. I mean, it's still incredibly fast, but the weapons on this thing, you get missiles and you also get explosive cannon. The explosive cannon is what was nerfed way back in the day when they did it, or it wasn't that long ago. It was like I think it was 2 years ago now at this point. Anyways, here, I'm just going to shoot the ground. I mean, you can see it's kind of consistent shots. Here, let me do it one more time just right here. I mean, you could see it wasn't the most consistent shots on the ground. I mean, still a lot of shots, but it wasn't the most consistent shots. It used to be way more than that. It would have a way faster fire rate, which is crazy. But anyways, that is not the case now, and the best jet in the game actually has better explosive cannons than this. So to be honest, the jet is not the most viable thing in the world, and especially when you can get this vehicle for free if you just go into the military base, even if you are a level 1. If you just want to jump the military base, you're pretty much getting the same thing. The only reason you would really want to purchase this is for the ability just to call it in wherever you want, but also to respray it. So I don't know. There's not a lot really to talk about here. I mean, it's just a pretty standard jet, but it has a $6,500,000 price tag behind it. Now, obviously, I talked about there's a better jet in the game. We're going to talk about that jet a little later on in this video, but there's another jet that's actually cheaper, but kind of close, but also kind of closely resembles this jet. That jet's also going to be on Warstock Cash and Carry. I gotta scroll down a little bit though. And that jet is going to be the Hydra. So the Hydra, I mean, currently right now for me is $3 million because I have the trade price, but without the trade price, it'd be $3,990,000. It's a very hefty discount right there compared to the laser. And apparently, as I was displaying that, I have crashed my jet into the sea. So I think this is a good time to go over the number 5 most expensive item in GTA Online. So the 5th most expensive item in GTA Online is actually not going to be a vehicle. This is going to be the only property that we're going to be talking about, and that is actually going to be the penthouse. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a caveat because you don't have to pay the total amount that I'm going to be displaying, but what I'm going to be displaying here and what's going to count for this list is actually going to be the most expensive floor plan. So pretty much every upgrade. So you can see it starts out at $1,500,000, but I don't know. Let's just say I want the lounge area, and then I want the media room, then I want the spa. Let's say we want a bar and party hub. Let's say we want a private dealer. Say we want an office, extra bedroom, and then a garage. You know, all of that, I mean, that's a lot of money that it just jumped up, but we're still under $6,500,000. We're at $6,065,000. But I don't know, let's just say, I don't know, I don't really want the vibrant color scheme. I want the sharp color scheme just because it's more expensive. Now we're up to 6.3 million, and then we can put a crazy pattern on it. So the most expensive pattern is going to be this one, the Imperial pattern. So that puts this in total at $6,533,000. And this is my penthouse. This is my casino penthouse. And well, I did kind of just get reminded too that you can actually go ahead and get some more things to this place, like, well, this woman right here. Anyways, don't remember why I put that there, but you can go to penthouse management, you can go to place decorations, and you can put like a bunch of different items if you would like in certain spots. Like the entrance hall, I have this, and you can put a guy dabbing for like 95,000 chips. You go blah blah. I mean, you get the picture. I mean, you can get so much different things in here. So anyways, this number could be more than what it currently is at just over 6.5 million. But anyways, yeah, this is my penthouse. I mean, I'll give you a quick tour. We can go this way. We can access phone services. What can I do here? I don't even remember. I don't really mess around with my penthouse too much. Oh shoot, I can acquire chips from right here. That's kind of sick. A members party, valet service, champagne service, cleaning service. Bro, why do I need a cleaning service? This thing's spotless. So I mean, just off of that alone, I mean, it's already a lot more happening compared than the jet. But yeah, this is a closet right here. Go right over here. Here's some beds. Go through this way, and this is going to be pretty much the primary bedroom. I mean, absolutely stunning. Here's the primary bathroom, and my goodness, what a beautiful bathroom. Anyways, it's kind of the boring stuff in here, though. We have some cooler stuff this way. Like, we have this area, like the meeting room area. Kind of nice. When I need to have my important meetings about what video I'm going to make next, I come right here. That is definitely a lie. Then we have this room in here. This is my office. This is where I do my editing. And bro, we have this little diamond wall, kind of like how it is on the casino floor. That's kind of cool. We have this little area, a little bar area, I guess. And then this, we're going to come back to this in a little bit. But we can play blackjack from right here. This is a dealer. This is literally my private dealer. This chick just stays up here. Then we go this way. Another freaking awesome bathroom. And then we have this. This is our little bar. This is our main bar area. We have our own bartender. We'll order a drink. We're not going to have a drink, but we could if we wanted to. Then we actually have some games that come with it. That's great, but I don't care about games. And then we have this. This is a spa area. We have this guy who can essentially just give us a makeover. So yeah, we can change our hairstyle, our beard, eyebrows, makeup, which I think my character looks stunning as is. Then we also have a hot tub. And then yeah, I don't know, I'm bored. Let's just take a little dip in the hot tub. Pretty cool. But I don't know. Let's go back to the dealer. We have a decent amount of our chips. Not a lot of money on this account. So, I'll play one game of blackjack real quick. We'll see how much money we can make. I'll put max bet. Oh, geez. Max bet is 50K? Screw it. I got to do it for the video. If I beat the dealer, you have to subscribe. So there we go. Let's put 50K down. Okay, so what do I have? I have a queen. They have a 4. I got to hit. Hit me. Are you kidding? Wow, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. That was almost impossible to happen, and then it just still happened. So I just lost 50K right there. But who cares? This is the 5th most expensive item in GTA Online. The penthouse. Anyways, we need to go back to our hangar for the 4th most expensive item in GTA Online. So the 4th most expensive item in GTA Online is going to be the best jet, at least in my opinion, in the game. I think it's pretty much consensus too that this is the best jet in the game, but it's going to be the Raiju. Now the Raiju is going to be on Warstock Cash and Carry, and you might have seen this earlier in the video when I went over the P996 laser, but the Raiju is coming in right here. Now, this is the 4th most expensive item in the game, but for me, it is $5,141,000, which, yes, that is true, but that is a discounted price. That is the trade price. Without the trade price, this vehicle comes in at $6,855,000. So yeah, that's why it's coming in at the number 4 spot. But anyways, yeah, so I mean, it looks pretty similar to the P996 laser, but you can see right here, it says it's weaponized. I think that's a duh, but that's obviously good. But also, this thing has stealth capability, and I'll explain that in a second. Anyways, this is it. Let's get in. Now, let me go over the modifications. There's a little bit more modifications to this compared to the laser. The laser, all it had was respray, and that's it. This has armor upgrade. Oh, geez, I'm a brokey. I didn't have the armor upgrade. It has an engine upgrade. It has handling upgrade. You can change the livery on it, which is kind of cool. I kind of just went with none. And then obviously the respray, which I clearly have on it. But let's go fly this thing around. Oh, geez, it is a rainy day, but it does not matter for the Raiju. Now, the P996 laser, it took off like this, right? It took off like a normal jet. You obviously can do that with the Raiju, but we don't have to, though. There's another option. You hold down left stick, and you can just vertically take off, and voila, there you go. So now we're pretty much in hover mode. Then as you're just straight vertical, you can just flip that thing around, and then you can start flying really fast. So that right there is a huge plus with this aircraft. But also, too, the explosive MGs on this are better than the P996 laser. They're just a little bit better. But the thing with this, and really the reason why this should have this big of a price tag, is going to be the stealth capability. Because the stealth capability, it's a huge pain in the ass in public sessions. You just, mess around in a public session, and then bam, just out of nowhere, a Raiju spawns in because, well, it was stealthy. So you're looking, okay, so look at the bottom of this aircraft, right? There's some doors open. I'm pressing right on the stick, and those doors close. We are now in stealth mode. mode. In stealth mode, you can't take out any weapons. You can see that in top left-hand corner. Then, I don't know, let's just say, ooh, I see my target. I want to take out my target. Boom, you open up the doors, and then boom, 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 boom. You try and take them out. To be honest, yeah, I agree that this thing should have this price tag. Just for that reason alone. This stupid stealth is so annoying. Messing around in my King of Bat Sports series, always get attacked by a Raiju. A lot of those guys like to use a Raiju just because they can stay off the radar for a long time and then just attack out of nowhere. But also, this thing's fun to fly too. It's very, very fast. It's easy to handle too. So yeah, overall, I really do like the Raiju. I do think it deserves its $6.8 million price tag without the trade price. But obviously, you want to get the trade price if you want to get this thing because you're going to be saving a lot of money. You're saving like $1.7 million. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about the Raiju. Let's move on to our number 3 most expensive vehicle. So let's go ahead and pull up the number 3 most expensive item. It's going to be once again a Warsaw cash and carry. You probably saw this earlier too when I went over the laser, but here it is. This thing right here, the Oppressor Mark II, probably the most infamous vehicle in the game. It has a trade price of $6 million, but the buy it now price is going to be $8 million. So that is why it's coming in at the number 3 spot. But I mean, you can see it right here. It's pretty much just a flying bike. It's a flying bike with missiles, and it's very, very easy to fly. That's why a lot of annoying people use it, making it the most infamous vehicle in the game. Anyways, so as you can see right here, it is weaponized. It has flying capability. You can tell by the wings and this big jet on the back. Oh, well, yeah, well, that's the big boost capability. Well, there's your big boost right there. So I just called in my Oppressor Mark II, and it is right over here. This is my Oppressor. And the thing is with the Oppressor, if you want to like fully upgrade this thing, you are going to need a terabyte. That's a huge thing when it comes to the Oppressor Mark II. You are going to need a terabyte. Also, you're going to need the terabyte to unlock the trade price for it too. So might as well get it. But anyways, yeah, I'm taking it here to my terabyte so I can show you the customization you can do with it. So you can put armor on it. You put countermeasures on it. You can do engine upgrades, lights upgrades, a livery upgrade, respray, and then the weapons. The weapons is the most important one. It comes with stock machine guns, but it also has explosive MGs. I've only seen one person use this in my entire life. No one uses this. Pretty much no one uses this. But anyways, yeah, let's fly this thing around. You just click the A button and you're just already flying. I mean, this thing is so easy to control. Only holding down right trigger, I'm just going straight. It's not like a jet where you kind of have to keep it, flying upwards. No, this thing's fantastic. This thing's absolutely fantastic. So like I said, we have the missiles on it. So let's shoot a missile right there. And there you go. We have the cops on us. So let's just get in a little bit of a cop fight real quick. So yeah, a lot of people like to use this just because it's so easy to use. The missiles aren't as accurate as they once were. And you only get a limited amount of missiles too. So you can't just shoot missiles over and over and over again. Really why a lot of people, no matter who they are, they like to use the Oppressor just because, like I said, I've been saying this a lot. It's an easy vehicle to control. It's also a really quick vehicle. You can get from one point of the map to another very, very quickly. I mean, maybe not jet speed, but it's pretty damn close. And this thing will spawn in right next to you too, or pretty damn close. So unlike a jet, you don't have to go like all the way over to an airport just to pick it up. And it's easier to maneuver compared to a Sparrow, for example. So yeah, does the Oppressor Mark II really deserve its $8 million price tag? To be honest, I think I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I understand why it's priced so expensive, but at the same time, like, there are cheaper counterparts, like way cheaper counterparts, like the Sparrow, for example. So I'm gonna say it's probably a little overpriced just because of how inaccurate like the missiles are, but I don't think it's overpriced by much. But anyways, let's move on to our number 2 most expensive item in GTA. So the number 2 most expensive item, well, it's actually going to be tied with the number 1 most expensive item, but this one has a little bit more options compared to number 1. Anyways, it's going to be the Aquarius Galaxy Super Yacht. So yeah, currently I have this on my account, but this starts at $8 million. And if you get every single upgrade with it, it can go all the way up to 10 million. So yeah, if you have gold fittings instead of chrome, like how I do, if you have the gold visacious lighting, which currently right now rose, which, okay, don't remember why I did that, but whatever. And then also, if you have the Voyager color scheme, it would be a grand total of $10 million. But the Aquarius Super Yacht, it starts at 8 million. So this is why it's coming in at the number 2 spot. So we've made it over to my Galaxy Super Yacht. So this is it right here. So you can see, oh, look at this, another hot tub. Let's go. Good stuff. After a tough day out in the GTA streets, you can go out and yeah, you can relax in the hot tub. And we can go up here, and you can see right up here, we have a helipad. We have a helipad for a helicopter to land. And we have this one that just stays around with us, so that's huge. Let's go on to the other side of the yacht. Let's take a look at that real quick. Other side of the yacht, what do we have? Another helipad. Just in case if we got bored of the first one, we could land right here. And then we have some more seating areas over here, which I guess. But anyways, that's all we can really do outside. Let's go on the inside of the yacht, and I'll give you a quick tour inside. So this is the inside right here. So we have a lot of bedrooms down here. So this is a bedroom right here. Good stuff. If this bedroom, or it's not a bedroom, but yeah, so that room's connected here for, I guess, another bedroom. And then you have this bedroom. This is technically the primary bedroom in the yacht. And then you have this nice bathroom. It's not as nice, though, in my opinion, as the penthouse. The penthouse had a much nicer bathrooms, or whatever. Okay, so we've made it up here. There's some more seating area. That's cool. And then we have another bar. We have another bar here. Some more seating areas. Pretty much upstairs, it's just the bar. It's pretty much what it is. And well, okay, you only get one option for a drink. The penthouse, you had multiple options. You had a lot of options in the penthouse. But anyways, is the Galaxy Super Yacht worth price of a potential of $10 million? Compared to the penthouse, no. The penthouse actually offers a lot more, but it is significantly cheaper. I mean, having the Aquarius Super Yacht, it's more of a flex than actual practicality. I mean, the penthouse, I'm not saying the penthouse is very practical either, but there's more to offer compared to the Galaxy Super Yacht. I didn't mention this with the penthouse, but this applies to both the penthouse and the Galaxy Super Yacht. When you do acquire both of these things, you do get the ability to unlock different missions, but the missions with the penthouse are actually better, at least better paying, and you get a free vehicle at the end too for completing it. So yeah, overall, I like the penthouse better. But anyways, let's move on to the most expensive vehicle in GTA Online. So now it's time for the #1 most expensive vehicle. So we need to go over to Elitist Travel. We need to sort by price, and this is the most expensive vehicle. Now this has a price of $10 million. The yacht is also, when fully upgraded, $10 million, but I'm putting this at #1 just because there's only one option here. You can only make this $10 million. The yacht, you can make it a little cheaper if you want. But anyways, yes, this is the Luxor Deluxe. The thing with this paragraph right here, pretty much what I take away from it is that it says that it's solid gold. I mean, it's got the solid gold paint job, but it's literally saying within this paragraph, it's literally solid gold. Anyways, this is our solid gold aircraft. This is it right here. Now, we've already went over 2 different aircraft. We went over the Laser at #6, and we went over the Raiju at #4. You had an idea of those customizations. Let's take a look at what customizations we can do with the Luxor Deluxe. And all we can do is remove it. I mean, obviously we can't, it wouldn't make sense to do this, but you can't take away the paint job on it because, well, it's solid gold. But also, there's no upgrades, not even like handling upgrades, engine upgrades, anything like that. It's literally just remove aircraft, and that's it. That's a little disappointing. But the next thing with this that I don't know if a lot of people know, but the Luxor Deluxe. Let's sort by price once again. There we go. Luxor Deluxe coming in at the most expensive vehicle in the game. Let's just scroll down a little bit, right? Just keep scrolling down, and we have this aircraft, the Luxor. What is the difference between the Luxor and the Luxor Deluxe? The biggest thing is that it is pretty much $8,500,000 of a price difference, but the other thing too is that this thing is not gold. It's not gold. So yeah, already there is an $8,500,000 price difference between the Luxor and the Luxor Deluxe. But I don't know. Let's just go ahead. Let's fly the Luxor Deluxe. Once again, we have flown the Laser. We have flown the Raiju. We've even flown the Oppressor Mark II in this video. So we've dealt with some pretty fast vehicles. And the Luxor Deluxe, compared to other aircraft in the game, is pretty good, but it's not that fast. It's not as fast as a Laser, Raiju, or Oppressor Mark II. But this doesn't even come with weapons. And yeah, pretty much the only other thing that you can really do with the Luxor Deluxe of what makes it a little bit unique is that if you get into the passenger seat, which I can't do right now since I'm flying this thing, but if you get into the passenger seat, you can smoke a cigar or you can drink a bottle of champagne. That is it. That is it for this vehicle. The only thing that you're buying this thing for is just to say that you went ahead and purchased this thing for the price tag. It's just for bragging rights. There's nothing else that you really need with this aircraft. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. That is the top 6 most expensive items in GTA Online. Are a lot of these worth the price tag? Not really. Not really. They're a little more flashy, and honestly, some of the more expensive items on this list are kind of a little overvalued. I feel like some of the cheaper options in this video were actually provided a little bit more value when it came to it. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you check out this video right here if you want to see me start out as a level 1 in a bad sport lobby in GTA Online.